Hey, don't worry. We didn't go anywhere. We're back. It's been a small hiatus, but we're back with very important people talking about very important things. We are back again. Well, you and I are back, John.
What the heck? I was there last week. Nobody nobody else was there. I don't know what happened. What the heck? Am I the only one that's putting in the time here? Whoa!
That's the last time. You're old faithful. I appreciate that. We are back after a small break. Ben is gone again with husband duty. John has always been here, whether he recorded or not. But we are back. I think episode 11 now is what this is. So,
racking them up, baby.
We are back. John, what is up? What is new?
Oh, not too much. I've been on the darkest dungeon grind currently. That's been a hobby of mine. Did I tell you about that already? The darkest dungeon?
You were Ben. Someone mentioned it to me recently.
Okay, good. So if you haven't given that a try, you should. I can expand on that later if you'd like, but yeah, that's what I've been doing.
You told me about it, but I watched Ben play it. I think that's how it worked.
Tight.
Well, good news there. I guess you're playing that. So, Arc Raiders is what is taking up my time. I don't know. I only have a small number of games in my rotation. I keep them close.
And then I die a few times on Arc Raiders, and I'm like, F that, I'm out.
I know.
It doesn't take very much. That's a frustrating experience.
Right. So we got a busy. We got a makeup episode here. We got to make up. It's been 2 weeks, so there's a lot to say. There's a lot to share.
2 weeks of thoughts.
Exactly. It's been building up actually. So we're back here, and there's I'm feeling extra ranty today. Just giving everybody fair warning.
Give you release.
I'm a little built up. I'm a little stressed, and I got a couple rants in me I got to get off my chest here. But before we do, anything newsworthy you wanted to share? It's been 2 weeks.
Well, I'll go ahead and lead off with my hope that the sequel to Alien Fireteam Elite that has been announced. Fireteam Elite 2, I guess it's called. I don't know. I'm hoping it's good. I did play the first one, and it was fine. It was okay. So I keep wanting there to be like... Did you ever play the Alien vs. Predators games on the PC?
I really wanted to, back in like, late 90s? No, I never did.
Yeah, they were really good. There were several... oh my gosh. Like, it was cool playing as Predator, but they also implemented stuff, for the or for the Colonial Marines. Well, it was like, that was the way that type of game should be. I had always hoped for there to be more of that type of thing, and then the Colonial Marines game, which should have been cool. If you have any familiarity with that, it's like famously a cluster of bad development. Yeah. Oh, dude. That doesn't sound familiar at all to you? So the game, basically the game was being made, and the developer took on another project at the same time, and like took away all the resources in making this game. So they had a really sweet trailer that they had made up. They had money. That money got used on other things. And they pushed out a real turd of a game, which is a shame because it had some good parts to it. It even had Michael Biehn doing voice acting in it, for God's sakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like talk about waste, man. Talk about waste. It was.
Well, Hicks is not properly utilized in the films. Hicks is there to be wasted, so it's okay.
I know it's actually the whole plot of that game is what is going on with Hicks during
Oh, this game.
during the movie.
Yes, now that rings a bell.
It's wild. So it's like, oh, what happened to Hicks? He's gotten covered in acid. Where was he the whole time? What happened to Hicks? Did he actually die in Alien 3? According to this game, nope, he did not. Yeah, it gets wacky. It's a wacky plot, but you know what? I'm here for it. The plot part, I would say, pretty darn cool. And having Michael Biehn doing the voice in it just made it a cherry on top. And if it was not one of the most darn formulaic, I guess it would do a cover shooter, I guess.
Yeah.
Wasn't even really a cover shooter. I don't know. You know, it's just that boring 2000s shooter gameplay, but with a very dead dumb AI aliens. They're yeah. So I will simultaneously defend it in a little bit and also just dunk on it because it deserves to be dunked on. But it's my point being, my gosh, can we get a good game like that? I want that, like, more of that. I like the property, man. They're some of my favorite movies.
We're gonna be dunking on another sci-fi property later.
Uh-oh. What is this, your rant?
One of them.
Oh, God.
I did play the first Fireteam Elite game. It was free on the PlayStation. Picked it up. It was cool, but man, it just got so repetitive. Every mission was just the same. It was just move up, fight off a horde, move up, fight off another. Like it was so paint by number. I got bored pretty quick.
I also, they brought back, and I don't know if you beat the game or went through the whole thing. They did have combat androids in the game.
Yeah, I think so. I remember.
Yeah, you fight those guys, which I love the idea of like Wayland Yutani making like just synthetic humans that are just made to fight. And I think that Alien vs. Predator video game like did that the best, where it kind of dispensed of them looking human. Like they're like kind of like one of like the hardest enemies that you fight in that game as an alien. Because like you're churning through like colonial marines and like killing all these scientists and stuff, and then Wayland Yutani gets serious and like they're sending these combat synths like down on planet. Those guys are mean. They look like skeletal stuff. They're talking in like weird robot voices. Cool. I always wish they brought those back, along with the cool troopers from Alien 3. I don't know. You know what? I don't want to make this about aliens. I can get into more alien stuff later, but yeah, I got opinions. I have so many opinions.
You
on
do.
Aliens. It's a very I'm kind of
like aliens more than I realize. I'll give you that.
Anyways,
my bit of news. There's two bits of news I wanted to share. I guess one, not that big a deal, but I don't know. Did you see the new Mark Rosewater Magic side game that came out recently?
That does not sound familiar. What is this? What?
So they have like their secret layer drops or magic drops, like premium cross collab cards or special artist proofs and everything. And it's a cash cow for Whale. But they released something recently. It was an old Magic diversion from like the 90s that Mark Rosewater, Magic head developer, has been working on for like 20 years.
Like a completely separate game?
It's a separate game, but it uses like Magic rules. It uses old Magic art and old like card frames, but there are like new rules and mechanics. There's dice involved, and it's all about like emotions or something like that. So you can buy Mark Rosewater's new old Magic game, standalone, not compatible in any way, for probably an extravagant price, and check it out.
Magic is a game that elicits emotions from me. I can think of few things that will get me on tilt more than a frickin' game of Magic and some of the BS that you can run into. I think that's one of the things I do like about it, is that it's one of the few things that can make me angry.
It's true.
Yes.
Mood swings. It's called mood swings, but it's
Whoa.
kind of interesting. I don't know a lot about it, which is why I'm not going into details, but kind of interesting since we talk about Magic every now and then. I don't know. It's a whole new side game. So. The rant, the first rant here, okay, and I'm so sad. What's interesting is as we do this podcast, at least to me, there's a lot of carryover I'm noticing. Stuff we talk about in one episode, it comes back. Like, there's some themes, some sub-threads that keep persisting here. Like, we have talked about aliens before, I thought, on here, haven't we?
I don't know. I just talk about aliens a lot.
Were you not going into Covenant or something in an early episode?
Oh, probably.
I thought so.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Anyway, so I'm a Tekken guy, and bear with me here. Bear with me. This is awful news. But, so Tekken's got DLC characters. They release every season. There's a handful. And since Tekken 7, which is like over 10 years old now, there's always been one dream DLC character the community has wanted for the longest time.
The wood guy?
Who's the wood guy? Oh,
the guy that's made out of wood.
Mokuchin? No, not
Yeah. Isn't that him?
No one's got a heart on for Mokuchin.
Well, they don't got wood for the wood. Gotta bring the wood.
Oh, I would like that. So they got guest characters now. So that's the thing that T7 brought. So they got people from other games.
So
Walking Dead.
So if we can bring in other people from other games,
yes.
You got something specific you want in Tekken?
The one person everybody's always wanted, and we've gotten close a couple times, and she's a perfect fit, is Tifa for Final Fantasy VII. Would be a perfect Tekken character.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
She punches, she kicks, martial arts, right? We've gotten close because in Tekken 7 they had Noctis as a guest character from like Final Fantasy 14. I don't keep track.
Yeah, I don't know those anymore.
Okay. Tekken 8 we got some guy named Clive from the newest one, like 16.
Okay.
Like, they work with Square Enix.
So they're bringing over they're bringing over Final Fantasy characters to Tekken?
They sell well. It brings new eyes to the game. It increases the player base. They're popular characters from popular properties. And again, we've gotten close because they've collaborated with Square Enix twice.
Most of them use weapons. Are these guys using weapons?
Oh, Yoshimitsu's got everyone in Tekken uses weapons.
You're allowed to have weapons in Tekken?
Oh, yeah. Well, Tifa doesn't, so that's great, right?
Mm-hmm.
News leaked last week. Street Fighter, new DLC, leaked ahead of a summer reveal. Vega supposedly is coming to Street Fighter.
Oh,
Mike Hagar from Final Fight, which is cool, is coming to Street Fighter.
Wait, I thought Vega was a Street Fighter character.
Yeah, but he's not in the newest one, so they drip feed.
Oh my god.
Vega's coming, Hagar's coming.
Okay.
Gouken, who's like the Shenlong that we would know from the 90s. He's like Ryu's master.
Okay.
He's coming. And supposedly Tifa is coming to Street Fighter 6. What? What? Are you? Come on now. Come on now. Capcom, you can't do this. You can't do this.
Oh.
We had dibs. We've wanted her for years. It's like the girlfriend or the girl you've like pined away for, right? And then she goes off with like the high school jock and leaves you high and dry. It's a kick to the Tekken community's nuts. And it's just, it's such a feel bad. I'm so angry. She's finally coming to a game, but she ain't coming to Tekken. She's gonna mix it up with Ryu and the boys. It doesn't feel right to me at all.
Fun. That'll be fun.
No, it's not. It's
I haven't
not
played. I have
cool.
not played any Street Fighter games in probably 10 years. I don't know.
It was a rumor, and then some art leaked, and supposedly I think the summer game show is coming up in like a month or two. They're going to reveal, but like, and Tekken's not doing good right now. Like they're on hard times, and I mean, she was practically a Tekken character with as much as people talked about her already. And now she's coming to Street Fighter 6, and I'm just not cool with it. I don't know if I'll ever be cool.
What is currently the more popular game? Is Street Fighter? Street Fighter's not more popular than Tekken right now.
Oh
is
no,
it?
Street Fighter is huge. Street Fighter's huge.
What?
Yeah, huge player base. Tekken's kind of not doing well. There's ups and downs, but no, Street Fighter's right behind. They just had Evo tournament, which is like a big fighting game worldwide championship.
Yes.
I think Street Fighter had like 6 times the enrollment that Tekken 8 did. Tekken's taking on the chin these days. So, Tifa would have helped reverse some of that, but she's playing for the other team now. So.
Oh my gosh, the recruitment.
Hurts my heart, man. Hurts my heart so bad. But we will see. There's still a sliver of hope that maybe it's just fake.
Oh, then that could be like Shenlong. She could be the.
It could be a dirty rumor, but I'm not feeling it. So. One can dream. That said, speaking on another destroyed property, there's been some rumblings lately, Mr. John. I don't know if you are aware. Probably not. You're too focused on aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's been a disturbance in the Force. And this has all come very recently. May the 4th was just a couple days ago at the time of this recording. And there are some disturbances in Star Wars land these days. Have you heard anything about this?
Well, like they're doing a new movie or what?
We will see. You are aware Star Wars, just like Tekken, is not doing so great these days?
You know, I mean, they haven't done a movie, right? Aren't they doing a new Grogu thing?
I mean, that's coming out in like a month or two, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know how well it's going or not. That's a hard call.
So, here is the rumor, and long time coming, many would argue, but it looks like Disney might be ditching the sequel trilogy and going for a Star Wars reboot.
A Star Wars reboot? What?
And there's some evidence to back it up.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, a couple things. So Star Wars Day was again a couple days ago, May the 4th, right? Be with you.
Okay.
And people started to notice that there was no mention at all of anything sequel trilogy really related. And when we talk about sequel trilogy, we're talking about the Rey movies, right? So Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Like that's the universe that Star Wars kind of exists in these days, and there was just no mention at all. There's supposedly a Rey movie in the works. After Grogu, there's like a Star Wars Starfighter movie with Ryan Gosling that's already shot and in the can, and it kind of like takes place after Rise of Skywalker, but there was no mention of that at all, right? Grogu's coming out in a month, and there's like no hype, nobody cares, everyone's disinterested. It might be a Star Wars bomb, they're saying. Okay. Kathleen Kennedy, I don't know if you know who that is. She was like head of Lucasfilm when Disney took over. She recently left the company like a year ago, finally. But you know, a lot of that, this all basically took place under her watch. So she's not in charge anymore, and she was the one kind of championing, propping up a lot of these movies and the sequel trilogy stuff that came after.
Okay.
The red flag that some people are noticing is that in the Star Wars, and if this is weak, let me know, but the Star Wars land in Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
Have you been there? Have you ever gone there before?
No, Disneyland. Okay. I hate Disneyland.
I haven't. But it takes place in like the sequel era. They didn't build the theme park around original trilogy. It takes place in the new.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I get that.
Okay. Well, they did an about face, and so they pulled all the sequel characters from it, supposedly. So there's no like Kylo Ren walking around anymore. There's no Rey. They've got actors doing the original trilogy characters that are coming in, and now you can go see Princess Leia, you can go see Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, stuff like that. So they're sneaking in the OT characters.
Okay.
Star Wars ain't doing good, right? The streaming is not doing good. Disney's just not doing really good at all right now with a lot of things. And so
So the property has been fumbled.
Yeah, if you take the flimsy evidence and pile it together, it looks like, and there's some rumors that they might. I think it all depends on Grogu here. If the movie does poorly, they're just going to cut ties. It looks like, and just look to save or reboot the series somehow, some way. But it just kind of looks like that's where this is trending, because it ain't working. It hasn't been working for a long time, and as big as Disney is, they just can't keep flushing money down the toilet. They gotta, it's a losing proposition.
Okay, so what's your take? What should they do? If you were Kathleen Kennedy, okay, I mean not Kathleen Kennedy.
Off a bill.
If you were, let's put you in charge of Lucasfilm division at Disney. What are you doing?
I would have taken a golden parachute and jumped long ago and left. I don't know what you do. But whatever.
What do you do now?
That's the question I was asking you. What do you do now? You ran this into the. It's kind of like Marvel a bit. You ran this property into the ground. It's no longer special. Nobody even cares.
How much of that is even the fault of Marvel or of Disney, Star Wars verse? It's just, I think there's just a bunch of people who are so tired of all that type of stuff, man. There was just too much of it. They were inundated with.
I think that's it. They just were cramming out way too much, like a sausage factory or something, and it sucked, and it's lame, and no one cares.
I mean, the product could have been good. I don't know, but people can only take in so much of a media, and then doesn't matter how good it is. Like they've got a limited amount of time. They've got a limited amount of resources to consume. And maybe there was just too much Star Wars for anybody to take advantage of. And there can only be so much. There's only so much like air in the cultural space.
Good point.
For there to be like all these different things operating. If something is popular, that's it's a limited amount of attention. So when you are taking up so much cultural space, things are just going to pass, man. And the people that this stuff is popular with are, that's like millennial and Gen X people. They're older. They're not going to be consuming as much of it as they get older and older.
It's older audience. They're not. I don't know how much Star Wars connects with kids these days.
I think that's one of the problems is that they didn't make. I know they were probably trying a little bit. There was kid-centric Star Wars stuff, right? There is. Like Clone Wars, was that was a kid show, right?
There was Clone Wars, which was supposedly good and popular. I never watched it. Skeleton Crew, I did not see on Disney Plus, but it was kind of like a Goonies version of Star Wars. A bunch of like Star Wars kids
See, that's got to be the type of thing you gotta somehow get popular with the kids. I don't know how to make things popular with the kids, though. I don't know what the kids these days. Yeah, they don't know where the jazz came from.
Say what?
They don't know where the jazz came from.
You need to add squishies, Roblox, and backrooms to it.
Basically. I don't know if like you put a few characters on the Fortnite or something.
Oh, maybe I just did that recently for May 4th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should have done more of that. More Fortnite. More video games. I don't know.
I mean, counterpoint. If you remember when the prequels came out, I mean, there was Star Wars all over the place, man. That's when did you ever see the OG Clone Wars cartoon? Like the Cartoon Network version? The shorts?
I watched a supercut of it on YouTube once, and yeah, it was pretty cool. There's no talking, right?
It's both a lot of action, very little talk, very little dialogue, but
yeah, no, that was neat. A lot of I could see that.
A lot of toys. We had movies coming out. You know, the prequels every 2-3 years. It still stayed kind of consistent. It didn't die like it died now. Only thing different now, I would say, is you don't have the streaming shows, but it was pretty much the same as before.
Perhaps
more.
They should have
leaned. A lot more toys back then.
Yeah, true.
It survived, kind of.
I mean, maybe if you put me in charge, maybe I'd say lean more into cartoons and video games with and maybe just scale back on the amount of product that because clearly people are just inundated.
You talking about merch, or are you talking about
product as far as like shows? You know, people can't keep up with things, and then they feel overwhelmed. I don't know.
Here's and this horse has been beaten to death, but I'm gonna go and kick this corpse a few more times. I'm gonna put all the blame here at Last Jedi. I think that's where it all started. I'm sorry.
I mean, that was a problematic movie.
Oh my gosh! Now, hear me out. Let me take you back. Right? Force Awakens is not terrible,
but it is derivative.
100%. But at the time, we ended on Revenge of the Sith. It's been years since we've had any Star Wars movies. The prequels at the time were not very fondly remembered. I don't know where all this prequel love has come from these days, but there was just a lot of bad tastes in people's mouths when the prequels finally ended.
So they hit the reality of it is that they hit 6 duds in a row because the prequels weren't good, the sequels were good. None of them are good. They're not good movies. I don't know. I don't know how else to save it for some of these Star Wars fans. But yeah, that was 6 bad movies in a row. I'm sorry.
Well, Rogue One was in between.
I love.
Rogue One isn't terrible. It's not great.
Rogue One is good. I would defend that, and I would even defend that Solo movie as well. That I also I also thought, and I would say that they were on the right track with those. But I don't know. Maybe they weren't well received. At least Solo definitely wasn't well received, which I don't know why. I was like, this is what they should be doing with Star Wars as a property, is exploring.
What they're trying to do is spin
other thematic things with it. They were doing interesting things thematically. They were doing interesting things, you know. Neither of those movies, Rogue One and Solo, neither of them were derivative like the sequel, Force Awakens, the first one, right?
Yeah.
So yes, that one just felt like there was nothing. Come on, man. We're doing the exact same movie with a giant Death Star. It doesn't make any sense. My God, what
I'm
is
not
this?
disagreeing, but
Like, I feel like Force Awakens is really the bad one, and then
really,
yeah. Now, The Last Jedi, it had its share of issues, but at least it was trying to be interesting, and then it got dragged right back into straight up derivative again.
yes.
And I think the only thing saving that trilogy was the second movie.
Oh no.
Trying to make it somewhat interesting and saying, hey, let's play around with some of these ideas of what makes a Jedi and how you solve problems, right? It did try to be like, we're going to get away from being derivative. I think that was a conscious choice on his part to say, look, we're not just going to fly through the trench. Oh my God, they had a trench, didn't they, in the first? For God's sakes.
There's a trench in every one of them.
Yeah, he actively said, we're not going to fly in a trench again. We're not going to say you have to be related to Skywalker or anything, for God's sakes. This is silly. We're not just retreading the exact same thing and calling it new. This is, that's why the second movie was the only interesting one at all. That really was the only one that had anything interesting to say, and the other two movies yanked it right back into the safety territory of try to tell the exact same story, or probably poorly. I'm telling you, man, the second one was, I don't want to call it a good movie, because you're right, it wasn't a good movie. It was the only movie that
this is
it was the only one of them, though, that I think had any chance of being good. It really was.
Usually
for all the dumb things in it.
Usually the middle one is the better one if you do it right. But that movie is such hot trash. It is. And here's the problem. You know what? You're right. There's some ideas in there.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been interesting, but the movie is executed so horribly. It's bad fan fiction. And again, this is stuff everybody has said. But what people don't say,
right.
I don't hear people say this. Here's my big problem with it. Okay? Hear me out. It's easy to miss if you don't pay attention. Last Jedi literally takes place like a day after The Force Awakens. It sets up right, it's like Back to the Future 1 and 2. They go right into one another. It doesn't give the story room to breathe. It doesn't make the story more epic. It's just a bad continuation of Saturday night movie of what happened before, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Example A, right? In the whole movie, Poe is in the doghouse for no reason at all. Remember?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Holdo's like, oh, flyboy, oh, you pretty face. You don't know what you're doing. She's shitting on him the whole movie. The dude just blew up Starkiller Base yesterday. And now she's shitting on him like he's an idiot and doesn't know what he's doing. He just saved everybody.
And it's my understanding that it was comic books or something, but it's also a bizarre choice to have this lady not even wearing a military uniform.
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing uniforms, and this lady comes in wearing a dress and starts ordering everybody around. Yeah, and being like, you stupid idiot, Poe.
Lady, we're in Poe.
How can we even trust you?
Did you not see the holotape from yesterday? Did you not see my after action report, lady?
Yeah, no, that was a bizarre choice, and
they're getting slow motion space chase. Great idea there. Oh God, I'm gonna get so mad. And Finn and Rose and Poe are trying to figure out who are we gonna call? How are we gonna get out of this? And they literally snap their fingers oh, Maz Kanata, we'll call Maz. She'll know what to do. Poe doesn't know her. Finn, you just met her the day before at some bar. How do you have her number? How do you even call her? You don't know her. But they call her like she's some special person. And again, you just met her for 5 minutes the other day. Why is she on your speed dial? It makes no sense. It's stupid. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong.
No, a lot of it's, like I said, it's
And
dumb.
then you got,
a lot of it's dumb.
You got the Yo Mama joke in the beginning.
Yes.
Which is just
totally wrong. Totally wrong.
When is that ever, like, when is someone in Star Wars say, kiss my ass? Right? Like, what are we doing here, right? It's bad writing. And then the slow motion chase and like, the First Order they got a whole fleet behind these ships. And they can't go send their fighters out to go, like, disable their engines. Bro, you ever play, like, X-Wing or TIE Fighter? You do that stuff all the time. And they're like, why can't you just use your military for what it's... No, we're just going to chase them. We're going to lob shells. We're going to run them out of gas. And then when they do send fighters out, it's like Kylo and 2 others, and they wreck shit. It's just... What? There's no consistency. What is going on? It's awful. Yeah. It's awful.
Third one's just bad.
Don't get me started on the holdover. Don't get me started on Luke being down on life. Don't get me started on Rey again, 24 hours training, and now she's just doing all this Jedi stuff. Yeah. The way Luke went to Dagobah. Yeah, but there was time in between A New Hope and Empire. Again, Rey just picked up a lightsaber for the first time yesterday. Yeah, it's just, it's so bad on so many levels.
Anyway, and then at least they gave Finn something to do.
What?
What, he led the little revolution on that planet, didn't he?
On the casino?
Yeah, casino revolution.
He just did a bad Ocean's 11 impersonation. It was terrible.
Look, it was better than the third one in that way. Well, at least they didn't throw him in the. It was. I mean, it was setting us some things to resolve. I forgot. I almost put the slow. I forgot about the slow chase. That was a bizarre choice. I really got the impression that we all have really different views of what the hell hyperspace is in our brains and how it works, because I was thinking, hey, hyperspace is not just us like flying really fast in a way that we would just be able to, like, isn't that the reason we need those droids to like measure where we're coming out of hyperspace? It's not like we're just going fast, right? We're like flying through another dimension or something like that is going on there, because I always like assumed it was literally not just going fast, because they are saying they're going into and they're coming out of, like they're like it's something that you calculate to where, like, if you don't do it right, you're in the flying into a planet or a supernova star or something.
There's like hyperspace lanes because there's only so many safe routes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I don't know if it works like this. And the holdover maneuver, for the same reason, I was like, I don't think it works like that either, or else it would be really easy to destroy literally any capital ship with a X-wing.
And then
put a droid in an X-wing. Yeah, that was pretty whack. Oh, I didn't like that.
It's Akbar. Come on, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Like, again, this all goes on Rian Johnson's feed. But seriously, what do you? And then I can remember her name, the really badass A-wing pilot, because I love my A-wings.
Oh yeah, she was cool. Yeah.
She also died like a chump.
I know. That was a shame.
We're just gonna kill all the pilots in the hangar when they take off.
Oh, they even designed new
space fight.
New A-wings for the movie, and I was like, oh, freaking new A-wings and new bombers, and then they're just like, nope, they're gone. We're not gonna actually have these in the movie. I was like, at least we got some new stuff for the X-wing miniatures game. I appreciate that. Those big bomber things were cool, although that also did not make sense as to have them dropping zero-G space bombs. I don't know, man.
They should have pulled up like kilometers away, angled,
and just pooped out their bombs.
Poop out the bombs. What are you doing?
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Why are you flying over them?
I mean, that was a cool, that was kind of a cool sequence. I like the, what's her name? Rose's sister. That was
She's more interesting than Rose. Yes.
Oh yeah, she was awesome. I was like,
for 20 seconds on screen.
I'm kind of struggling with this because it's dumb that they're trying to literally drop bombs in space, but I guess you know what? I'll get down with this. I like the whole like we got space bombers and yeah, that was kind of cool. It was very short. That was not very much in the movie, was it? That was a short sequence. Oh, that was very disappointing. I think I don't know why Ryan Johnson was actively no, we're not gonna have any space battles in our Star Wars movie, F space battles. That was a strange choice.
There's the very first one when Poe single-handedly takes out a whole ship by himself.
Yeah, that did not feel like a space battle. That was dumb.
It's weak. It's weak.
I really wish they didn't do that.
I think Last Jedi for me is when it all just jumped the shark, and it just
it wasn't coming back from that.
It was just so bad, and it's just where do you go from there? And of course, Rise of Skywalker, damage control, but I think that was the first warning sign, and probably hope they could get things fixed.
Well, you liked plenty of the properties that they had come up with afterwards. You loved that Mandalorian show, right?
The first season is good because it felt like old Star Wars, but I never finished the second season. I never watched the third.
You loved Andor.
Okay, that's the elephant in the room here. And I also think this did some damage to Star Wars also. Because Andor is the exception, because that show, both seasons, you've seen it, yes?
I still have not.
Bro.
I know you've told me to watch it several times.
Oh my God.
I will get around to it, because that would be... I think that is the part of Star Wars that I like. I don't like the swords. I don't like the magic.
Lightsabers.
Yeah, I don't like any of that. Those are the parts I don't like. I like I like Star Wars as a World War II story, which is why I like Rogue One.
Yeah.
And I think that was where George Lucas derived a lot of his story from, is it being a World War II story.
Oh,
right?
I mean, there's simple themes. It's a simple story.
Yeah, but there's a lot of World War II influence. If you treat it a little bit like that, as that is your stew, then it would have. If Ryan Johnson had taken that as the base of what his concept of the space battle and these ships was, it would have made a lot of things would have made a lot more sense. If it was a matter of okay, we're in hyperspace, but we can't be caught in the same way that your fleet, has to maintain radio silence and is, maybe a submarine versus destroyer type thing. Maybe it's that type of. You got to treat the Star Wars's World War II ships.
Efficiency. You need to be consistent.
Yeah. Aircraft carriers. What got the Japanese in trouble at Midway, or that type of thing. But
all their planes got caught in the hangar. So, I mean,
that was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. See, works just fine. Consistency.
But no, Andor is the antithesis. It's the opposite of everything you just said, because it's not simple World War II grand things. It is super. It's character driven. It is super detailed. It's ground level. The very first scene in the entire show takes place in a strip club, right? It is so damn good, and it's smart, and it's well written, and it's high quality. So I think it proves, here's the problem, it's you can make good stories, you can make smart stories, you can tell good stories, and damn good stories. So why have we been getting all this drivel, right? And Andor was kind of even an afterthought, it seems. It was just, Disney wasn't even involved that much.
But that one's aimed at grown-ups.
It is very adult, but man, Andor, like seriously, dude. Whenever you get time, it's a little bit slow to start. I will give it that.
So, I mean, maybe the problem is that you're looking for stuff aimed at grown-ups, and Star Wars is a kids' property.
It's big. It's big enough for everything, but I think it ruined it, because again, why are we accepting anything less when this show is so damn tight? I think it's kind of in a backwards way, it's kind of a damnation of everything they've been doing the last 10 years. And it's that good. It's that good. But now the bar has been raised, and I just think they're incapable of meeting it. I think Andor, as good as it was, I think it will, in the long run,
unless will not happen again.
Course correct, it's going to do a lot of damage going forward, because everything's going to be compared to that. And yeah, they lightning in a bottle. It ain't happening, which is sad. It can't be done. That's the point. And damn well. Go watch it. Go watch it.
I guess we'll see.
So, back to the original question. We should have our friend Giles. Well, I know what he would say. Giles.
Yeah, why do we keep having these conversations without people that know what they're talking about?
I know. But Giles
definitely bringing me in for the Star Wars conversation is probably not it. I could tell you intimate details about the Star Wars miniatures ship game and Armada, but you start talking Star Wars movies, now you're getting outside of my wheelhouse there.
Hey, we have an episode on that. We already buried the X-Wing miniatures.
Yeah, I know.
So this is like
I'm pulling it back out.
What? Oh, I saw the weirdest thing on someone on Facebook posted a game shop, and they had mini Star Wars ships miniatures, like $5.
You got me interested. Well, what my understanding is that it's like, if any of the newer ships that they released, when they didn't get a big release, those were super expensive. And then
it was the
other ones are probably super cheap. It's probably all over the place. Nowadays, I'd probably be like, man, I need to learn how to 3D print. I need to 3D print some ships for myself. But wait, why would I do that? Because nobody plays with me. Nobody plays with me. I sit alone, just staring at my stuff. It's all just sitting in boxes on this thing.
We mentioned it. We'll try and get it. We should get a game at least once.
We should.
Just for a final sayonara.
Good old time.
Sayonara.
You'll try it again. You're gonna realize you miss it. You're gonna want more.
But wrap it up here. Like, if this is true, if they are gonna course correct here, and hey, this is great because you kind of are the everyman. You're not in deep. Would you rather they go back in the past? Would they just pick up after Return of Jedi and just start over like nothing happened?
So I'd always thought they should have done something in like that old Republic era, but didn't they try doing a show during that?
We won't talk about the Acolyte.
Was that like that was bad? Dang it, man! That would have been my pitch, because I was like, oh, that video game was baller. What was that? Knights of the Old Republic was awesome.
Oh, there's a new one coming out supposedly too.
And you know what? That also managed to be good, even when it was just about the stuff in Star Wars that I don't like, the magic swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that should have been awesome. I wonder what was bad about that show. I don't know. I never watched it.
That's a whole other episode. It was very woke. It kind of did a lot of subversion on expectations, where like now the Jedi are kind of evil. It was a big part is
that was the whole point of the Jedi are like not good guys in Old Republic.
From my point of view.
Yeah, like they're clearly like.
This was kind of like a few years ago, but there was a lot of like anti-police rhetoric in the in society at the time.
Yeah.
And the show mimics that a little bit. Like the Jedi are stealing children from families and taking them, which they kind of did anyways.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But the show kind of shows maybe that...
yeah, maybe it was clumsy. I don't know. I'll have to check it out and see if it's actually bad, or it's just pissed off Republicans or something.
like doesn't end well. It's very much a sign of the early 2000s or early 2020s, which is fine, but maybe a little too heavy-handed, and there was really nothing else there. It was just for someone who hasn't seen
a lot of clumsy media made during that time period, I would say.
Yeah. But anyway.
Oh, just too much.
You vouched to go back in time to Old Republic?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would think it would be cool to have like or even like pre-trilogy stuff. I mean, like I don't know, man, because Rogue One was like my favorite Star Wars thing, right? So more of that then. And also related to that, I was like, the other thing I really liked about like when they do is when they can get the right, like the right art style and stuff. When they can make things internally consistent. I like how Rogue One brought back, the uniforms and stuff that looked correct for what they were doing. They need to do that type of thing, so it looks older. I don't know.
No, Rogue One fits right in with the movies around it. Yeah, they did a good job with that. It would look very awkward if it didn't. But yeah, I would say I would just trash everything they've done and just hit the reset button. And
it exists. You can't.
What else can you do?
It exists.
But here's the problem: is that a lot of people I know are going to be pushing for the books. Full disclaimer, never read them, never will. I know.
Yeah, Giles told me about them and said there was like BDSM aliens in it. I don't think Disney's going to do a movie with Leather Daddy as the bad guy. Honestly, it sounds like a combination of Hellraiser and like Star Wars. I don't get it, man. Giles, if you're watching this, we're not going to get a Hellraiser Star Wars movie. Just stop. Come on. Kids are watching, for God's sakes.
It goes in, I think, uninteresting places. I don't know. And these are stories that are kind of already out there, and people know where they go.
And people were pissed off that they killed Chewbacca in the books, apparently, right? Yeah. But I was like, imagine writing. Well, I also imagine writing Chewbacca. You'd be like, oh. That's how he responded. You're just sitting there as a novelist, like, alright, let me write some Chewbacca dialogue. I'd kill him all. I'd kill that character off immediately. Come on. This is stupid. I don't know. Sorry. There's so many stupid things in Star Wars. I just can't.
Chewie's character arc is narrow. Oh, he almost did die in Rise of Skywalker, remember?
When?
Rey shot lightning at him all of a sudden. Like, oh no, you killed Chewbacca. Oh well, moving on. He just pops up. Oh, wrong ship. Of course.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, you know what? Darn, I had really forgotten so much of that.
We're going to unwrite C-3PO, so now he's dead. Oh, no, just kidding. He's back as well.
There are a few parts of any of those movies that I remember exceptionally well. Like, I do really like the part where Rey has to tell Finn to stop grabbing her arm when they're running from all of the ships shooting at them. They're like, at the very beginning, they're trying to run towards that crappy ship that they don't use instead of the Millennium Falcon.
Quad jumper.
Yeah, and he keeps grabbing her arm, like he anchored her away. She's like, "Stop grabbing me!" I was like, "Okay, I like this character." Just did that. Yeah,
Finn got done so dirty in the trailer.
He got done dirty through basically the entirety of the. I was like, "What the heck, man?" The whole movie should have been about him, and then it ended up just doing him dirty over and over again. I don't get it.
So dirty.
I wanted him to be the main character. I was looking for that the story of the ex-stormtrooper would have been tight, and did not turn out to be that. So many things, so many wasted opportunities.
It does the job. gets you interested. It gets
That's
you
all.
curious.
That's all that J.J. Abrams does, isn't it? Get us. That's his problem is that he likes to get us interested. There's nothing there though. It's all just him throwing out hey man. He's probably like snort another line like, hey, what if this? And then you're like, whoa, that's interesting, JJ. Where are you going with that now? I got nothing. I'm out of here. Throws out a smoke bomb. He's gone. Interesting questions.
They knew what they were doing. But yeah, again, the books are just not. They got their fans. I just don't know if it's going to translate well. And here's the thing: if they pull the plug and start over, like, you got one shot. You got to just knock it out of the park. And I don't know if the books is fertile ground to do.
No, come on. It's like 100. There's like 100 books.
But they're not. That's why.
What would you adapt?
I don't know.
No masterpieces.
Well, it's again, the Emperor is cloned, so he comes back again. Luke turns evil for a while.
Actually, you know what was cool? Yeah, okay. What was the video game? What was that? Battlefront. That had a cool plot. Battlefront 2, yeah, that plot was tight. Had the story of the Imperial Special Forces people and Inferno Squad, which are also in X-Wing, which I like. Yeah. Inferno Squad. Like, if they had just made that into a movie, straight up, that would have been tight. I would have been that actually would have made me super happy.
That could be like a show. I don't know if you want to do a movie on it.
Well acted. I would even say I don't know why they didn't try like making some movies with that that type of animation. I think that would have been cool.
That'd be cool. So yeah,
Like,
they just backed themselves into a corner here, and there's no great options, but to stay the course is definitely the bad one. So again, this is rumor. We will see, but it looks like they might be changing things here, unless there's a lot more baby Grogu fans out there than we know, secret Grogu voters or something.
That does feel like a moonshot there. They are really scraping it to make off of that.
But
it's like making a whole Ewok movie or something, man. Come on. Did they do that? Did they make an Ewok movie? I don't think
an Ewok.
An Ewok Christmas special?
No, there was a show, Ewoks or something, yeah, in the 80s. Yep.
See, I mean, Ewoks were popular, but would you want an Ewok movie? And I don't think anybody wants that.
There was a show or a special or something. It's very early 80s, so costumes, set, monsters, all that stuff. Anyway, whatever.
So I hate to break it to all of you Star Wars fans, but most Star Wars is just not good. You just have to face it. Face the reality of it.
Well, there's so much now that you're probably right, yeah.
It wasn't even then.
Oh.
Think about all Star Wars media outside of the original trilogy. Most of it was not good.
There's I'm not going to go that far.
Yeah. I'm giving you the hot take today.
Okay.
I'm giving you the hot take. Star Wars is not good. Sorry.
Save that for the next episode.
Yeah.
We'll bring Giles in here. You two can square off.
I know. I'll just be like, you nerd.
I rest my case. Case closed.
Yeah.
But anyway, you heard it here first. If you hear this at all, but yes, if Disney changes things, hey, we told you so.
Yeah.
Because we're very important people talking about very important things. All right. Adios, everybody. See you again next week.
Good night. We love you.
Maybe if better.